We're going to take a look at the kit for Rey Jedi Training, and she is very good. She is the second legendary character in the game, like Commander Luke Skywalker. She unlocks at 7 stars. The heroes required to unlock her are a 7-star BB-8, 7-star veteran Han, and Chewbacca, as well as Finn. There is going to be a BB-8 event on the 8th, and the event for Rey's Hero's Journey is going to be on the 15th of December to coordinate with the worldwide release of the movie. Now, she is very, very, very good. A lot of people are going to have a hard time unlocking her. There's a link in the description if you want to see if you're going to have to purchase shards to unlock her. There is also going to be double drops over the next couple of days, so that will help to get the veteran Han and veteran Chewbacca shards. I am not sure if I'm going to be able to get her myself. In fact, I don't think I'm going to be able to. And at the end of the video, we'll talk about whether or not you're going to be okay if you do not have her, or if she is a must-have character. She is a light side resistance tank. Her basic attack is called Connected Strikes. Deal physical damage to target enemy, and she gets a damage boost if she has a buff, if she does not have a debuff, if the enemy does not have a buff, and if the enemy has a debuff. So her damage ramps up 25% each time, so her damage could basically double if the battle is going your way. Now, she hits very hard, and I think she is going to be almost always paired with R2-D2, because R2-D2 is an amazing character in this game, and she also pairs very, very well with BB-8. I do think you're going to have to take at least one resistance hero if you're going to play Rey, and that is because of her second ability called Defiant Smash. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict healing immunity for 2 turns. This effect can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Target other resistance ally and dispel all their debuffs. Call them to assist and grant them foresight for 2 turns. Now, this is very good because if they are stunned, she can unstun them, bring them into assist, and if you bring in BB-8 to assist, if he attacks out of a turn, he will bring in a random resistance ally. So oftentimes, if Rey is the only other resistance on the team, that means Rey's going to attack, then BB-8 will attack with her, and then he will call her in. Or if it's Rey, BB-8, and R2-D2, then there's a 50-50 chance that it's going to be R2-D2 or Rey. So, Rey is not going to be a standalone hero. I believe that she's going to need at least one other resistance on the team to make this ability work. Special number 2, Mind Trick. Dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict ability block, daze, offense down, and speed down for 2 turns. Woof! Very cool. For each debuff inflicted, remove 10% turn meter, which can't be resisted. For each debuff resisted, remove 20% turn meter, which can't be resisted. For each active resistance ally, gain 15% turn meter. This attack can't be evaded. It looks like she almost will always get 100% turn meter on the right team, especially if the team is mostly resistance, but she's going to get a lot of that turn meter back. This is a very powerful ability, and this is going to be great on taking out Kenobi. Just putting that right down on General Kenobi. Very cool. Leader, Inspirational Presence. Resistance allies have a 30% critical chance and 30% critical damage. Check this part. When they score a critical hit, they have a 70% chance to inflict expose for 2 turns. This effect can't be resisted. Resistance allies gain 10% turn meter when the enemy is exposed. Then, when a resistance ally uses special ability, all exposed enemies lose 5% turn meter. This can't be resisted. If the resistance ally has no debuffs, reduce their cooldowns by 1. So what I was thinking would be pretty cool is if you use the Scavenger Rey on her triple attack and she hits with 3 crits, boy, that's going to be tons of exposes, bunches of turn meter, and a lot of damage. Her first unique, Virtuous Protector. When another ally suffers a debuff or when a resistance ally gains secret intel, Rey gains 8% turn meter. When Rey suffers a debuff, she has a 40% chance to dispel all debuffs on herself. So that means it's going to be hard to stick stuns and things like that. If multiple negative status effects are popping on her, then the effects are going to be coming off. Kind of reminds me of a little bit like Ahsoka. Her second ability, unique to Insight. The start of each encounter, Rey gains foresight until she evades. Rey covers 5% health and 5% protection when she evades. Check this. At the end of Rey's turn, she gains Foresight until she evades. If Rey has Foresight, she gains critical damage up until she is damaged. If Rey has critical damage up, she gains offense up until she is damaged. Very, very cool. Gonna say that I think Raid Han is going to be a good counter to get around this Foresight. My goodness, she's going to be good. I think she's going to even be able to be worked just with R2. As long as there's one resistance with her, she's going to work. I could see a team of Rey with R2 and BB-8 paired with General Kenobi and Commander Luke being very, very, very strong. Or maybe it's just going to be Rey and R2. Don't know. All this footage that we're seeing right here is beta gameplay footage. I really won't know how good she is until I can test her in the test account. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to see that video. But right now on paper, I got to say she looks pretty good. But I think everybody's going to be okay if they don't get it right away. I think there's a lot of counters to her. I think Thrawn can counter her very easily. General strategy, synergy, and utilization. Rey's hero journey continues in the galaxy of heroes. Guide Rey as she uses her lightsaber to defeat her foes and learn the ways of the Force. In player versus player, Rey Jedi Training is a tank character that is also able to deal powerful damage and establish control of the battlefield. Coupled with her consistent foresight, she's difficult to take out. Locking her down with debuff is equally difficult given Rey's unique Virtuous Protector ability and grants the chance to dispel all debuffs on her. Rey Jedi Training also brings the first unpreventable and undispellable heal immunity. That's right, that sounds like it's going to be very good against Barriss, which helps her battling stubborn opponents like Barriss, Chirrut, and Kylo Ren unmasked. While Rey Jedi Training can function in multiple squads, she works best when accompanied with her trusty droids. BB-8 can use secret intel to speed her up, while R2-D2 can help keep her under stealth as Rey Jedi Training is ramping up damage via her insight. Yeah, she definitely ramps up. Every battle I've seen with this, it's like as soon as BB-8's destiny goes off, it's game over. It's kind of nuts. In PvE, Rey Jedi Training brings a new twist to the Resistance playstyle. Her leadership ability, Inspirational Presence, grants any Resistance unit a chance to apply Expose via a critical hit. Thus, she pairs extremely well with Resistance squad mates who gain turn meter from each successful expose application. It also benefits resistance units that can score multiple critical hits in the same turn, which I think that would be Scavenger Rey. She excels in providing turn meter and cooldown reduction to her team in reliable amounts. She also brings the team's damage up significantly with her assist call, especially paired within BB-8 and her powerful basic attack. Now, BB-8, whenever BB-8 attacks out of turn, he calls in a random resistance unit to attack with him. So BB-8 is going to pair very well with General Kenobi. When General Kenobi does his assist where everybody swarms in, basically there's going to be an additional hit from a resistance, which is likely going to be Rey or R2-D2 if you're running all three. Or if you're just running BB-8 and Rey is going to attack twice with General Kenobi's assist attack. Also, because General Kenobi gives retribution, BB-8 is going to be countering quite a bit. When he counters, he's going to be calling in theory, Rey or R2-D2. I think this is going to be a very good team, and I think she is going to be very good. And the gameplay I've seen looks pretty good. She looks amazing. I don't think she's going to break the game, and I think that there are going to be ways around her. I still think Thrawn is going to be an excellent counter to her. The current team that is running the meta probably will be equivalent to this, but I really won't know until I can play test it in the next couple of days. So be sure to check back to see when I've got a video about whether I think she's going to be good. But I do know this, that she is a 7-star legendary character like Commander Luke. So she's going to be good. I think everybody would be disappointed if she was bad, but I don't think she's going to be as overpowered as Commander Luke. Commander Luke can just go into any team, but I think Rey, because she's dependent on having another resistance character with her second ability, it means she's always going to have to bring in R2-D2 or BB-8. Most likely R2-D2 is a no-brainer because R2-D2 is one of the best 3-4 heroes in the game currently. Anyhow, Let me know if you're going to be able to get her. Be sure to use the link down in the description for panic farming helping, and so you can see how many crystals you're going to need to unlock her. I don't think I'm going to be able to get her the first time around myself, and I'm okay with that. I'll wait until the next time around that she comes around. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching, and keep on gaming.